Welcome back to the Spring Boot in the Cloud series. In this video, we will learn how to manage our source code in an online Git repository. And on our case, this would be GitHub. So let's get started. So for that, we will open the GitHub website, which is github.com. And we will sign up for a new account. With our email address, which would be skillfusion.org@gmail.com, and we'll use a password too. And we'll use a username. We call it Skill Fusion Academy. Cool. So we gotta put the code. There you go. Our account is getting created. Nice. So we have our account got created. So now we're gonna create a new repository. So we're gonna click on the create repository button over here, and then we're gonna call this thing Spring Boot dash in the cloud. Cool. And there is a description, it's optional. We can call the same thing, Spring Boot in the cloud. And this would be a public repository. We don't need to select a readme file or a gitignore file because we already have a readme file and gitignore file with our source code. So you can choose a license if you want. I'm going to just choose Apache license 2.0 and then create repository. So now our repository got created. So now we're going to actually clone this repository into our local machine. So for that, we're going to need that URL. We're going to click on this code and then copy this path, and then open the GitHub Desktop what we have installed earlier, and then from the file we call it clone repository, and then click on the URL and then paste it here. And then here we're gonna just choose a different folder. Let's go to the code. And inside the code we have Skill Fusion, and then here we select the folder. So now here you can see we have a new folder is here under the Skill Fusion, and we're gonna clone it on that folder. So the cloning is done. So now if we go back to the SkillFusion folder, then we will see that the new folder got created. And if we open that, this license file is here, but nothing is here. So now what we are gonna do, we're gonna actually move all of our files into this folder. So for that, we're gonna first close our Eclipse what we had open, because otherwise it will complain. So it's better to actually remove the Eclipse project from here, because we're gonna import it again. So let's just delete it, but make sure do not click on this button, delete project content on the disk, because this will remove that content as well. So just removing the project. That's good. And then now we open this thing, go back to SkillFusion, Spring Boot, and we select all the files except the files which is created by Eclipse. So Eclipse created these folders: the settings folder, the target folder, class path, project. So this fourth thing is being created by Eclipse, so we can just delete this thing from here, and the rest stuff are actually from our from the code what we had created earlier. So we're going to just copy the whole thing, cut it, and then put it in this folder. Nice. And then we get back to our Eclipse and then import the project again, existing Maven project, browse it, go back to the code, SkillFusion, and this folder. This is our new folder. Select this folder, we have this one. Nice, and finish it. So this thing is importing again, but this already dependency already there, so it should be there. So now as usual we'll open this main application and run it, and Java application, and the application is running. So to test, we're gonna open our browser and hit localhost 8080. This is the home folder, home path. So now we're gonna put /hello. There you go. So the application is good. It's up and running. So that means our code is being ported properly. So now we will open the GitHub Desktop, and in the GitHub Desktop we can see what are the new files is being added. So it says 10 changes is being made. So if you click on the history tab, that's the initial commit is there 5 minutes ago, which is coming from the poll. And the changes, you can see this, all those files what was there is being added over here. So now we're gonna commit all this thing. So so before committing we have to make sure all of the files are checkmarked over here. If these files are not checkmarked, then this won't be a part of the commit. So this is really important. And then we can put a comment here in the summary. You can call it boilerplate code. Okay, and then commit to main. So when we do commit to main, this commit is happening on our local repository, local Git repository. And then you can see here is a push origin has one commit. We are behind one commit from the remote repository. So when we click on this push origin, this local code will be pushed into the remote repository. So before pushing into the repository, it's important that you sign in with the account. Otherwise, you won't be able to push your code in. So for that, you have to go to the options, and then in the options, the account section, you have like github.com sign in. So click on that, and then you can do continue with the browser. And in the browser, we already have the SkillFusion Academy signed in, so it's actually asking to authorize this thing. So we will do authorize desktop, and then open GitHub Desktop, and there you go. The authorization is done. So now we can try it. So now we will try to push it in. Nice, so the code is being pushed in. So now to check, let's open the GitHub. We have this one, and then we refresh this repository, and there you go. So all of our code are actually now in GitHub. Voila, that's it for today. Please feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel. This will help you to get us find easier for our next upload. Thank you for being with us. Catch you in the next one. Take care.